Hi, if you receive a letter from CRA inquiring about your world income, don't be alarmed. That's normal. Part of their standard procedure, especially if you are brand new in Canada, meaning it was your first time to file your taxes in Canada. So the letter should look like this. We cannot calculate the amount that you may be entitled to receive for all the periods because we don't have all the necessary information. And then on the second page, it's asking for your world income converted to Canadian dollars as well as for your spouse. So again, if CRA is asking for your world income, then we just have to reply to it. So actually, CRA will be sending you 3 letters. First is for Climate Action Incentive or CAIP. Second is for Goods and Services Tax or GST. And lastly, if you live in Ontario, we also have Ontario Trillium Benefits. So these are 3 rebates or tax credits that we may be entitled to. So if you open your My CRA account through your mail section, you will see there 3 mails. The Climate Action Incentive which was sent first right after you filed your taxes, and then GST was on July 5, and then the OTB, Ontario Trillium Benefit, was on July 10. So why CRA asks for world income? Because our tax rebates or credits are actually based on your whole year income. That's from January up to December 31st. So this type of inquiry is very common if you are first-time filer in Canada, meaning this is your first time to file taxes in Canada. Why? Because if you are, for example, you arrived on May 5. When I filed your taxes last March or April, the income that I filed for you is only from the moment you arrived to Canada up to December 31st. But since this tax rebate is based on your whole year income, then CRA is now wondering how much you earn from January until you arrive in Canada in order for them to determine how much rebates or credits you're supposed to receive. So the question though, how much income you're supposed to declare? Please be reminded that this rebate is based on your income, meaning the higher the income that you declare, the lower the credits. If you're single and no dependents at all, meaning no children, income higher than 30,000, you may no longer be eligible for either GST or Ontario Trillium benefits. So what can I advise for you? Be conservative. You declare for your world income. You may even declare zero income if you want to. After all, this is only self-declaration, meaning CRA will only process whatever income you declare. They will not require you to submit proof or verify from your country of origin. At the same time, the world income that you declare will not be in conflict with your application with IRCC. Why? Because when you apply for your permanent residency later on, IRCC will only request for your notice of assessment. Your notice of assessment will never mention anything about the world income declaration that you did. So the notice of assessment will only gonna mention your income within Canada. So when you apply for a PR or permanent resident later on, your income before coming to Canada is no longer relevant. What's relevant is your income within Canada. Along with these emails, actually a sample draft on how to respond to this letter. So first here, so put a date, then the address for Canada Revenue Agency, but make sure you put the right address. So how do you verify the address of CRAs? So it's actually here on the letter itself. Go to the upper left and you will see there Sudbury, Ontario, P3A 5C1. Please remember that the letter you receive, it could be coming from a different CRA office. So please verify which CRA office is supposed to send your reply. And next, here you put your name and your SIN. Please make sure to put your 9-digit social insurance number, your complete 9-digit SIN. So you just have to choose between the 3. Either you're replying to a GST letter, you're replying to an Ontario Trillium Benefit letter, or you're replying to Climate Action Incentive Payment Notice. And then put your date of arrival. So just a tax tip, if you choose to put an income here but don't put too much, otherwise you may not get anything at all. And please be reminded that whatever income you declare here, that will also be a basis for CRA in determining how much Canada Child Benefit you will receive if you have a child dependent in Canada. And then you put the name of your spouse. And then if your spouse is not a resident of Canada, meaning your spouse is in the Philippines or in some other country, under the SIN you put not applicable. And date of arrival, you can put here non-resident or non-resident of Canada. But you have to put your date of marriage and world income. Again, zero income is still better. And then you sign, you put your name and address here, you sign, and if your spouse is a non-resident of Canada, you don't need to put his name or her name here because your spouse doesn't need to sign the letter. So how you send your reply to CRA? Either post office mail, either regular mail with a stamp, or a registered mail. For me, I prefer an upload to your My CRA. Why? Because at least here you have a trail if CRA receives it or not. With post office though, if you just put a regular mail, you don't have a trail if CRA actually receives it or it got lost with post office. Not unless you have to pay extra and you mail it through a registered mail. So how do you upload your letter of reply through your My CRA portal? Well, it's actually simple. All you need to do is go to the bottom of the page and here, submit documents. Click that one. And then again, click submit documents and click start. Okay, this particular letter don't have a reference number, so you click no. And then here under topics, you select benefits and credits and select the first choice, which is send documents to support my child and family benefits. And then click next. And in here, this is where you click attach and browse through your file and look for the reply for world income. Reply to world income and you click upload file. Click next and that will submit the document. And if you go to the submit documents portal, then you will see there the history of your submission. At least here you can see that it's been submitted on what specific date and what's the status, either received, pending, error. So in that way you have a confirmation that CRA actually receives your submission. So the timeline for CRA depends on how busy their office. As of now, based on my inquiry, it takes between 8 to 10 weeks before CRA can start actually processing your reply. So you just have to wait, but don't worry. But once CRA has started processing your response, they will pay you back retroactively whatever benefits that you had missed in the past. So if you have any inquiry, please do not hesitate to contact me either through text, call, or email, but I am more reachable and I can respond much promptly through text messages. If you want me to personally draft your letter, there's no problem with that. Just let me know and I can draft the letter for you. And I can also upload your letter through my own portal. If you don't have my CRA portal, I have my own tax filer portal and I can upload your replies as well through my portal. Thank you for taking time to watch my video. I hope you learned a lot from it. I also encourage you to watch more of my videos. Please visit my website. It's www.taxcall.ca, and on our website, please click on tax tips, and in there are a series of practical videos about personal taxation, investments, insurance, and other financial matters that you might find beneficial. Please find time to watch them and learn from them. It is my takeaway to you guys as one of my most valuable clients. Thank you very much and have a great day.